This is Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Welcome to Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Crimson Tide. This place is charged up and ready for a big game today. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense comes on the field first today. And here comes that star wide receiver. He's got the bounce, the aura. He walks on the field with some swag saying, I'm the man, and I know it.
Well, he certainly does, and you know what? He probably should. It's founded in all the hard work that he puts in, the dedication in the summertime during practice. You can see some of the defensive backs watch him as he warms up, studying him, because they know it's going to be a long day trying to deal with this receiver.
See if the offense can overcome that holding penalty. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Here early in the game, the defense right away realizes what they're up against. Having an opportunity to move this receiver around to give him a chance to get out in space are the plays that can really cause a defensive coordinator headaches.
And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Boy, Chris, this back is so talented. Picks up another first down. The Nebraska faithful love to see the ball in his hands, just like they've loved to see the backs over the years. Think about T.O., Tom Osborne, when he had the backs going, Mike Rozier, and Lawrence Phillips, and Amon Green, Roger Craig going way back. More recently, Amir Abdullah, Rex Burkhead. Boy, oh boy, they've had some fun backs to watch.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. Defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
The first down pickup tackled at the 45.
I love the toughness of this quarterback to be able to pick up some good yards like this, to move the chains, keep this drive alive. His team will feed off of his energy when he makes plays like this.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Singleton. Tackle made after the completion.
Really good defenses put an emphasis on winning the early downs. That means holding your own on first and second down, so you force the offense to consistently have to try on third and long. That's exactly what's happened here in this series.
And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32. The Cornhuskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it here. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. That was an excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And now the defense able to bring him down. Marathon drive to start the game. Play number 11 here, 3rd and short. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a 1st and goal from the 10. Very efficient on 3rd down, and now it's 1st down and goal. Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2.
Well, I would just stick with this RPO. That's a really solid game, and it's plays like this that eventually make that defense collapse down. Then you can pull it and hit a big play through the air to your receiver.
They'll try to run this one in. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That is a dream start for the offense, Kirk. What an opening possession.
You know, sometimes you just want to kind of get settled into a game. These guys didn't really wait at all. They had a script. They knew exactly how to attack the defense, and it works out.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 12, set to advance on the football.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. So Alabama's offense makes their way onto the field for their first possession. And here we go, Kirk. This matchup on the edge that's going to go a long way to deciding this game. An elite wide receiver and a guy who doesn't believe anybody can beat him.
This is going to be like a boxing match where it's an all-out battle. Two extremely gifted athletes.
And the junior able to get home with the sack.
Because this is what I love about the legacy of the Nebraska linebacker is the ability to get after the quarterback like this. I mean, think about some of the guys that you and I have had a chance to watch wear that uniform back in.
Pressure comes, and once again,
well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, Chris, is people like to say this is an obvious passing situation. It's really hard to vary things up and confuse the defense. This time, the defensive line just came right in, expecting the pass, and blew up the play.
And he decides to just throw it away. That's going to bring up 4th down now. And the punt team now on to kick it away. And here's the return now from midfield. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time. Looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. It's a short completion of the big tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. There's the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
That we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Tackle made at the 26, good enough for a 1st down. The quarterback now all alone in the backfield. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. Defense makes the tackle here on the final play of the 1st quarter. Well, Kirk, Nebraska has the lead here. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. They flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the 2nd period. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, the defense better start adjusting and realizing the RPO is coming at them. Feels like they're just sitting back, worried about the potential big play through the air. Meanwhile, this offense is running the ball right down their throat.
Runner finally brought down, but at the 5-yard line, defense getting pushed back here.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Pressured and dropped back at the 8-yard line. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. They'll set up for the chip shot on the left hash marker. The attempt is no good. He missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 7-point lead. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Last time was a quick 3-and-out. Can they get a drive going this time? There's a wide-open receiver, complete. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball up to the 36. So quickly all the way up to the 36, and it's 1st down. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. QB decides to keep it here. He's swarmed by the defense. The quarterback makes the correct read there, and the result is a big gain.
What I like here, Chris, is the ball handling by this quarterback on the read option. The defender commits down to the back. He does a nice job of being able to see that, pulls it out, and it gets upfield north and south for the 1st down.
Well, they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last drive was a little demoralizing. They stalled and then missed a field goal. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Using his legs here. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the 1st down himself. The Huskers come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. The back's got it. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. You either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off.
Oh, that one's picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? And he's going to score on the pick 6. Touchdown, Bama. Now the all-important extra point. And he knocks it right through. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after going to pick 6 last time out here. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Now it's 2nd down here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line.
You know, a lot of times these types of plays either go for nothing or they can go for a huge chunk of yards. Here they do a nice job of getting it to the outside, turning it upfield, and ended up getting a nice gain out of it.
They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
third down, I think the defense is really expecting the ball to go through the air. Instead, the offense keeps it on the ground, gives it to one of the more skilled players, and he gets the yards he needs. Move the sticks.
Breaking free at midfield. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
Man, it is fun to watch this guy get out in the open field. I didn't realize he could run like this. That's a big gain for this offense.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the Huskers are going to cash in this red zone trip. And it's picked off in the end zone.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. The pocket breaking down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. So they bring him down. They tried to run for it on 3rd and long. A cautious play call doesn't work.
Timeout, Nebraska.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Time running out here in the first half. Wouldn't expect them to be too aggressive in this position. Oh, he's looking to throw. That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking to make a big play downfield. He's picked for a 3rd time tonight. He's got some room and some blockers here. Across the 40. Inside the 20. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he did.
And he's got it. Touchdown, tied.
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. One more play before they head to the locker room. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a big chunk play on the final play of the period. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between 3rd down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen in panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most.
The Cornhuskers will kick this away to get the second half going. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. It's the running back in the flat. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Second down after that completion. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking to scramble. He's going to pull it down and run. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's 4th down. And the punt team makes its way onto the field.
Number 17 in punt formation to kick it away.
And here's the return. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return.
And the Nebraska offense will take over.
Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Pickup of 15. And that's good enough for a first down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And looking to throw now on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent gain. Moves the ball to the 33.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Cornhuskers will come to the line on 4th down, hoping to keep this drive going. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. And it's broken up nicely. A defensive stop and a turnover on downs. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Fights off a defender. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Breaks loose at the 40. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He's moving out of the pocket now. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And he's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down. Alabama looking to convert on 4th down here.
You know, it's 3rd down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
They'll run it from the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll make the first down, and that scramble, that's a tough one for this defense to give up. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice game.
Back's got it again. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And the running back takes the handoff. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Offense will keep it on the ground here. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. And he'll drop back here on third down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. This one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Time for one more play here in the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period. So Alabama will take the lead into the quarter break here. We've reached the end of 3. Time is running out to cut into the lead. Let's take a look at the game sets before we move on. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Caught in the backfield. It's Fung. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Second down after that run on the previous play.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Nebraska. No chance to catch him. So here we go, fourth quarter. They've cut into the lead, but still work to do.
Well, I think the cool thing is that they're still battling, and they put themselves at least in a position now to possibly come back and maybe, who knows, win this game. But it's going to be up to their defense. They've got to get the ball back to have a chance.
17, Nebraska, 14.
He'll take the return and try to get some better field position. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? There's some pre-snap movement. Back in motion. Throw to the running back in the flat. The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now.
Second down.
An inside give now from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, I can understand the play call here. Backed up deep in your own territory, working with the lead in the fourth quarter. But you got to be careful being too conservative. Because this defense right now, they're trying to get the football back, and they are selling out against this run game.
And it's intercepted. A crushing play.
Boy, I got to question the play call right here. Give the defense credit. They get the interception. They put themselves in a spot to maybe tie this game. But what was the offensive coordinator thinking with the lead, taking a chance, and it backfires?
Looking for the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain. The Huskers move into the red zone. And now the handoff. to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he's got it again. And he's finally tackled at the 3. Defense getting pushed backwards. So here we go. Third down. Defense needs a stop here. Trying to force a field goal attempt. Can he get there on the ground? Touchdown, Huskers. And they take the lead in the fourth quarter.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
Automatic on the PAT. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab down the middle. It's Maldonado. They bring him down after a short gain there. Second down after that previous play. He'll hand it off. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Back in motion now. First down. Looking to throw the football. Couldn't find anybody open. He just has to throw it away. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle. It's Maldonado. They've got him, but not before making first down yards. They'll move the ball to the 41. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's a quick grab. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a second and 2.
Some really tight windows to throw into for this quarterback with the defense sitting back in zone. But he finds the curl route, and he shows you his arm strength by getting it in there.
He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
Challenging play for the offense. They face third and long here from their own 43. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. And the protection breaks down again. Back-to-back sacks.
If I'm on this offensive line, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
It's a deep throw down the right sideline. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Look out, he's got some space. Across midfield. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Here comes the point after attempt. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. The kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
28, Alabama, 17.
Returner trying to create good field position. The returner brought down by that coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he pulls it in for a big gain. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. So one play moves the ball to the 38, another first down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle is made very near midfield, good enough for a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, and he dropped it. Very uncharacteristic play by this wide receiver. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
Defense is coming after him. And the ball to the ground. And the offense recovers the fumble. They get to the line in a hurry here for this third down. The DB's backing off from the line now. He's not going to get the first down. It's fourth down. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking to make a play deep downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This offense has done what's been asked of them. They get the touchdown. Now it comes down to can you recover the onside kick to give yourself a shot.
And he'll be brought down.
Now the defense wasn't quite able to keep him out of the end zone for the touchdown, but how about the job of just having a short memory? Just put that out of your mind, rally to this football, and keep them short of the two-point conversion.
And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. And they play keep away here. Just protect this lead in the final 2 minutes. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Inside the 35-yard line. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. And a timeout on the field. We'll talk some strategy. A crucial moment here. And they're trying to punch it in here. Touchdown, Nebraska. This offense is still clicking.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
Extra point up and good, so the lead is 12 here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Alabama, 23.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And the returner is brought down. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. First down, looking to throw the ball. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. Second down now after the sack. And he drops back in the gun.
Well, to call that play, you got to have a lot of confidence in your offensive line and quarterback because you're so close to your own goal line. Here, they don't protect the quarterback. They give up the sack and almost causes a safety.
Just gives up on the play, throws it away, and now it's fourth down.
Well, he just threw it away here, Chris, and it's not the worst decision. You'd wish he'd find a guy open to give him a chance for this offense to convert, but at least they have some room now to work if they want to bring the punter out.
The pass is incomplete. That's a big stop for this defense on fourth down. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
Touchdown, Huskers. This offense cannot be stopped. Kicking team out for the PAT try. Extra point up and good. A 19-point lead now here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Alabama, 23.
Returner looking to create better field position. And they've got the returner corralled. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. On first and 10, looking to throw. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Secondary backed up off the ball now. Looking to pass here on second down. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. And he's just going to go down as the time runs out in this ball game. So this team is beginning to stack wins now against really high-quality opposition. You wonder what the ceiling for this group is.
Yeah, I think you're right. This is a football team right now that's playing with a lot of confidence. I like the way that they are progressing. We'll just have to see how far they can continue to progress and where it'll take them.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.